Satan, the devil, El Diablo, Shaitan. This force of evil is called by various names in different tongues. But what really is this being or entity? Is its existence a mere technique in religion to scare the masses into obedience? Be it the serpent in the Garden of Eden or Dante's Inferno, the stories and fables that surround this force are legend. So, is it just another mythological and fictitious entity, or is there some truth behind it all? The renowned meteorologist Clement Lindley Wragge had the same exact question when he visited India in 1908. As it was, he was on tour giving lectures in different arenas when he met a man named Dr. Mufti Muhammad Sadiq, may God be pleased with him, a fellow lecturer. Mufti Muhammad Sadiq told Professor Wragge about the advent of the promised Messiah on whom be peace, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, which greatly intrigued Wragge as he had a great interest in spiritualism. He came to Qadian and had 2 meetings with the promised Messiah and spoke at length concerning many scientific and spiritualistic topics. He questioned, "What is Satan?" To this, the promised Messiah, founder of the Ahmadiyya Muslim community, which is the true Islam, replied, "With regard to Satan, it should be remembered that man's nature and composition has been imbued with 2 forces that are both opposed to each other, and they have been placed therein so that a person may be tried and tested through them and become deserving of receiving the reward of God's nearness upon achieving success. Of these 2 forces, one pulls man towards goodness and the other invites towards evil. The force that pulls towards goodness is called an angel, and the force which invites towards evil is called Satan." Or, in other words, you can understand it like this, that there are 2 forces which work on a person, one calls towards good and the other towards bad. If the words Satan and angel seem burdensome to someone, he may understand things this way, but no one can deny the existence of these 2 types of forces within man. God never intended any evil. Whatever God did was good and only good. The promised Messiah said, "Look, if sin did not exist in the world, there would also be no goodness either. Goodness develops from sin. The concept of goodness comes into being indeed from the concept of sin. Look, if someone has the opportunity to commit adultery and he possesses the ability to do it, but then he abstains from this sin, then this is the action which is called goodness. If someone has the opportunity to steal or to be cruel, and he is capable of doing these acts, but he does not commit them and positively safeguards himself against them, then he is doing a good deed. To have the opportunity and the power to commit a sin and then not indulging in it is what constitutes a virtuous and blessed deed." This was such an answer that took the mythical and fictitious character of Satan instilled in the mind of man and turned it into something rational, something with substance, and something relatable in a real-life way. Throughout the converse, Mirza Ghulam Ahmad made it unequivocally clear that religion does not mean to have fantastical or fairy tale beliefs. Instead, it is an intrinsic truth and guidance from the being who created everything, the physical and the metaphysical. Like, share, and subscribe to join us on the next episode in this series of Professor Wragge and the Promised Messiah.